Have you been hated by your family? Does your family look down upon you for molesting the family dog? Have you been disowned by your family under suspicion of incestual bestiality because your cousin is an unwashed pig? If yes, welcome to Banished, a survival city building game where you play as a god looking after a ragtag group of inbred peasants banished from their homeland for marrying their first cousins and having children. And the good Samaritans of civilized society put their iron fist down and left to set up a safe haven of a society where it's completely legal to marry your cousins. That is, a state which has completely adopted the Sharia law. This is a very hard game, so I did what a real man does and started the game in hard mode and named my city
Homer Simpson.
And well, it ended up with only a single person surviving. So I re-rolled the world and did what a real man's man does and changed the difficulty from hard to medium and named it
Homer Simpson
yet again. And well, 3 people survived. I figured out what went wrong. So I reduced the difficulty from medium to easy and changed what had to be changed. The name, the root cause of all the past devastation. This time I named it
You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
Let me explain the difficulty settings of this game. Hard difficulty starts you off with the least amount of resources and you need to be extremely efficient with these resources to even think about surviving the winter. Medium gives you more families, seeds for farming, a storage barn and more resources in general. And easy gives you the most amount of resources, storage barn and a home for every family, seeds for farming and even livestock. But the most crucial tangible resource available in this game are the people themselves. You see, without the people, the seeds would not plant themselves. So your job as a generous god is to force these people into statutory labor if you wish for these people to survive. So for the village's sake, the people must work. The most important thing that you have to do is resource management. And people being a tangible resource, you have to manage them as well. You assign them to certain jobs and they automatically do their job. Their options of employment are rather limited, at least in the base game. It has been expanded a lot in the mods. I fucking love the mods. I'll talk about the mods later. So where were we? Oh yeah, jobs. Or rather the lack of it. There are only 2 important jobs in this game. The first being producing food for your village. So you have to invest people into fishing, hunting, farming and herding animal. And the second most important job is arguably being a teacher. Because you see, children who join school turn into adults faster. And adults are the only way to expand your village. But if you're anything like me, you end the school term as soon as a child enrolls in the school. Because you see, the game forces any child enrolled in the school at the time of the term being ended into child labor. And labor being the most important resource, child labor becomes an integral part of your society. And you will use these children for the most menial labor, such as mining small rocks and cutting down small trees. You start off the game with a few families and some resources to build some basic buildings. So you assign your laborers to clear off nearby forest for lumber and you use these to build buildings like the hunter's lodge. Then you assign these people to set buildings and the people do their jobs. And while doing their jobs, these people will have children and sometimes very illegal marriages takes place. But it is the Middle Ages, so it is mostly swept under the rug. The gameplay is fun and relaxing. Playing this game relaxes me a lot and I start a new village every time I play. Just so I could see a new village die off due to widespread starvation. All that being said, I'm too incompetent to create a thriving village. I'm barely even eligible to review the game. All my villages die off because of overpopulation due to rampant illiteracy, much like India. Much unlike India, whose population will increase tenfolds over the next decade, and the subcontinent will drown under the sheer weight of malnourished children. I am not very good at this game, but I like playing it. The game can be made easier with mods, that can be downloaded directly from the main menu. If you're anything like me, download the resources, labor, and farming revamp mod. Makes managing the city much easier. Some mods include new buildings and services to the game. I recommend mods after trying the vanilla games first, so you get the taste of the raw gameplay first. I've played this game a lot during my lonely teenagers and recently bought the game so I can mod it endlessly. I give this game a 7 out of 10. I recommend trying it before buying it. God bless.